In this lesson, we're going to talk about angle bisectors and learn how to do them using a compass. So here are the instructions on how to do so. An angle bisector is really just what that word means. So bi is two and sectors is section. So we're going to divide the angle into two equal sections, cutting it in half basically. So in order to do so, here are the instructions. I'm going to walk you through those here in a minute. So take a time out, pause the video, jot all these instructions down, and then come back and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, I want you to underline or highlight or something this part right here. The same compass setting. And then up here, the same distance. Okay, these are the two most important things. This is why we use a compass to do so. Okay, so we're going to wind up making it the same. All right, so now I'm going to move over here to my angle, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the vertex, and I'm going to draw a line here and over here. What a lot of times I do is I just draw an arc all the way between it. And to do that most efficiently, I'm going to do what I learned about making circles, and I'm going to hold the compass down and I'm going to move my paper. Okay, so now I have an arc. So now comes the tricky part when you have a really junky compass. I need to make an X, so I need to make a mark, and it's going to be out here in the middle. This is what I mean by the middle of the angle opening. So it's going to be out here somewhere, because imagine where halfway is going to be here. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm going to go from this point and make a mark, and this point and make a mark right here, but they have to be the same. Okay, so you can't move your compass setting, and it has to be long enough that they're going to meet somewhere out in the middle. So, so be generous on how big you make it. Don't make it super tiny. Okay, don't make it super tiny. Make it pretty generous. And then I'm going to move my paper. So bear with me here, but I'm going to make my mark out here. And then I'm going to hold it as steady as I possibly can, and I'm going to make my mark over here. Okay, you can even go back and verify these. So you just hold this here and check it, and then hold it as still as you can and see if you're still lined up here. It looks like I did a pretty good job. All right, now I'm going to take my straight edge, which is on my protractor actually, and I'm going to draw a new ray that's going to go from the same vertex and through that new X that I made right there. And now this angle here and this angle here should be exactly the same and half of our original angle. Okay, let's see what that looks like with the obtuse angle here. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hold this up here, keeping the same thing, and I'm gonna rotate my paper. All right, so let me do this the best I can. I have some limited space here, okay. All right, because there's an arm over here up to the left of the screen. You can't see it really. All right, so now I have this arc that goes between the two of them, doot doot. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that compass setting, and I'm going to hold it as still as I possibly can. And I'm going to make a mark here. Don't be afraid to make that first mark big. That way when you do your second mark, you can find where it meets, okay? If you make a big mark here in the middle, it's okay, because those are called construction marks. And so then I will look at those construction marks to see that you have done it correctly, okay? All right, so then I draw my ray through there. Sorry, I was off screen a little bit. And I can see that this angle over here and this angle over here are equal, and they are half of what the original angle was. So these are angle bisectors. All right, so for your homework, you're going to need to do this exact process. So step one is really to get the angle down on your paper into your notebook. So you're going to have to measure the one on your iPad, then go and create that angle on your notebook paper, then you can do your angle bisector. So it's quite a little bit of to do since we're off of iPads and things. So you can do it. These are your steps, and best of luck to you.